Skylar with Ava Pro, and this is how you get this high fashion, easy to do, last minute vampire Halloween look. You're going to do a sort of last minute, couldn't figure out a costume and you're trying to go out the door. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do sort of like a high fashion, very editorial, sort of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer-esque vampire. So we're going to start with kind of wetting the hair down, and I'm really excited about this look because when you're doing this hairstyle, you're also giving yourself a little bit of a treatment. We're going to use the Vitamin Recharge Oh La La. This is one of my favorite products from Ava Pro because it works as a styling product, but it's also really nourishing and hydrating. So this is sort of like a jelly consistency. It's got seaweed, panthenol, tons and tons of vitamins, biotin, all hair healthy stuff. So what you want to do on damp hair, you can even put this in your dry hair. You're gonna take a very, very, very healthy amount, kind of work it into your hands. I like how this has like a very sort of like a shiny consistency to it. So it's really great for slicked back looks, controlling like edges and things. It's just gonna really kind of give that wet, very like early 2000s kind of matrixy thing. And at the same time, you're also hydrating your hair. So when you're partying, trick-or-treating, doing whatever it is you do on Halloween, you're doing a little self-care. I think vampires are like my favorite. That's like my favorite sort of pop culture thing. I think there's so many different kinds of vampires. I think a lot of the inspo for this look is, one of my favorite movies is Blade. And in the very beginning of that movie, it's like Tracy Lords and she's like bringing her like date, but he's actually like the meal, back to like this club that's in like a butcher shop. And all the vampires, like they're here to club and party, but they all look so, so cool. You definitely want to work this through the ends. I'm going to leave the ends kind of messy and loose, but definitely want to make sure you get that vitamin recharge in there. And you can be as loose or controlled with this as you want. I've always been really inspired by like high fashion runway looks. And I just like when things look a little grungy, wet, and it's just something I really, really like. So once you feel like you've got enough in, you can just sort of start focusing it more on the top. This is nice because it's got a little bit of a hold like a gel depending on how much you use. You can just kind of work it through the ends just to kind of control it. So with a fine tooth comb, you're gonna just start working this back, and you want it to be very, very close to the scalp, and you want to see those lines kind of in the hair so it looks very wet. And I'm not really combing it back all the way through because again, I want these ends to look very sort of like messy and unfinished, but definitely want it to kind of frame the face really well. And you can spend as much time on this or, as least amount of time. This is definitely something that you could do like in the office or, in the bathroom or something, or public transit, whatever. Because I understand that not a lot of people like to dress up. I don't know any of those people, and I'm not one of those people. But I think this is like a really cool, easy, but also just really, really fun look. And you're getting a treatment at the same time. So once you have your top pretty much slicked back, just take a little bit more because you can kind of see that it's giving that sheen to make it look like it's wet or, like just really grungy and editorial. And you can get really creative here. Like I like to kind of push the hair so that more parts are shown. I just feel like that makes it look a little bit more piecey. And this kind of slicked back style can work for a lot of different costumes. If you want to do something like, if you want to do like some last minute clown makeup, you can. And you can kind of look like, one of those like scary clowns from an unnamed horror series that I don't really like. Or you can make it very high fashion and very, very easy. And what I'm going to do is take a little bit on the very, very tips of my finger, and I'm just going to kind of slick some of these pieces out and really make them super wet, because I want to kind of stick it to the face so it looks like that they've like got caught in a downpour or something. I just think that that's a really cool little feature. So since you've got a lot of working time with this, you can really just go as slow or as much as you'd like. And I'm just gonna kind of stick these out and like frame them in front of their ears. Kind of work them around your finger if you want to add in some curl if you'd like, or pull them straight so that they look really, really wet. And really, that's about it. Again, you could spend as much time or as least amount of time on this. And the makeup is also super, super simple, but it's really, really striking. And that's really all there is to it. It's really quick and really easy, and you're getting hydration in the hair as you party.